After the disastrous losses in the world of Jin, nearly half of the Purple Moon Holy Land's universe masters had died, leaving fewer than 100 survivors. Furious and humiliated, Purple Moon Ancestor ordered that future newly promoted universe masters continue entering the world of Jin but conceal their identities as members of Purple Moon Holy Land. Since these new universe masters had never left the Holy Land before, they could disguise themselves and blend in without being recognized. After dismissing everyone, Purple Moon Ancestor bitterly blamed Luo Feng. Although he wanted revenge, he knew he could neither kill Luo Feng nor use the world of Jin against him anymore without sacrificing all his remaining universe masters, and could only hope that the emerging sector beast would eventually destroy Luo Feng. Meanwhile, across the United Forces Alliance, countless races were consumed by grief and hatred. A young Bug Clan universe knight mourned the death of her sister, a universe master who had guided and protected her throughout her life. Overwhelmed by sorrow, she swore vengeance against humanity and entered human territory with her Bug Clan mother nest, releasing enormous numbers of bug soldiers across vast regions of space, teleporting repeatedly over distances of 10.000 light-years. She scattered billions of universe-level bug warriors, along with some domain-level and sector lord bugs, ordering them to massacre humans wherever they landed. 6 minutes after the attack began, Luo Feng finally tracked down the Bug Clan mother nest within the Ganwu universe. Arriving through God Country transportation and teleportation, he confronted the Mother Queen, as she hysterically called out his title. Luo Feng sighed and asked why she had gone to such extremes. With a single gesture, he destroyed the mother nest and all surrounding bug soldiers by annihilating the space they occupied. Reflecting on the event, he wondered whether this was the true nature of hatred before departing. Back at Milky Way Holy Land, Luo Feng received reports that human forces had eliminated the scattered bug warriors. Most of the attacks had been stopped before reaching inhabited planets, but 369 life planets had been completely wiped out, including 102 planets that were entirely destroyed, and billions of humans had died. Luo Feng reflected sadly on the tragedy. Although such losses were insignificant compared to the vast population of humanity, every victim had been a living individual with potential and dreams. Some might have become outstanding talents in the future, but now they were all gone. He realized that hatred toward humanity had become widespread. Many races had lost universe masters who were often leaders, mentors, and parental figures to their people. Some individuals sought immediate revenge, while others endured their hatred for the sake of their race's survival. Within the weakened Northern Territory Alliance, surviving universe masters gathered through divine power avatars to discuss their situation. Some demanded revenge against humanity for the deaths of their loved ones and companions, while others argued that fighting was hopeless. Their alliance had become too weak. Their alliance master had abandoned them, and even all their remaining universe masters combined were no match for Luo Feng alone. They acknowledged that attacking humanity's core territories would only lead to their own deaths, while killing ordinary humans would achieve nothing lasting. Many minor races had already withdrawn from the United Forces Alliance to avoid further devastation, and numerous independent universe masters had abandoned the alliance after seeing no future in continuing the struggle. The remaining powerful races, the Bug Clan, Demon Race, and Automaton Race, were also unwilling to challenge humanity again. In the end, despite their immense hatred and resentment, the surviving universe masters recognized an unavoidable reality. Humanity had become the dominant race of the primal universe, and no force remained capable of stopping its rise. Humanity became the uncontested ruler of the original universe. The Demon Race, Bug Race, Automaton Race, Prison Race, Crystal Race, and countless other powers all accepted that the human race had reached an unprecedented peak and could no longer be challenged. Across demon territory, a massive migration was underway. A three-headed black wolf emperor traveled from planet to planet, collecting every demon life form into world rings before delivering them to a fiery beast knight responsible for an entire star sector. Similar operations were carried out throughout demon territory as countless undying emperors gathered and relocated their populations. Even the two demon ancestors accepted reality. Having lost their core territory, they led their race toward a remote new homeland, hoping humanity would allow them to survive as long as they withdrew peacefully. The Bug Race, Automaton Race, Prison Race, and Crystal Race likewise abandoned their territories, effectively admitting defeat and ending their resistance against humanity. On Thunder Island in the virtual universe, Luo Feng and Primal Chaos City Leader presided over a meeting of human universe masters. Luo Feng's status had reached an unparalleled height after killing true gods and becoming recognized as the most powerful being in Universe Ocean. During the meeting, Primal Chaos City Leader announced that all 5 pinnacle races had withdrawn from their territories and that no other race dared occupy the vacated regions. Although some human leaders advocated eliminating the remaining threats, others cautioned against driving the surviving Universe Supreme Masters into desperation. In the end, the humans agreed to seize all territories abandoned by the 5 pinnacle races as well as those left behind by other powerful races and alliances. Humanity immediately began an enormous migration effort, transferring large populations from secret regions and divine countries into the newly acquired territories. The lands formerly controlled by the demon race, bug race, and other powers dramatically increased humanity's living space, although many territories of the powerful races were remote and less favorable. Their sheer size meant the human race would have far more opportunities to produce future geniuses and elites. The events shocked every power in Universe Ocean. News spread that a vast number of Universe Masters from the United Forces Alliance had died simultaneously. And most powers suspected humanity was responsible. The possibility that humans possessed such terrifying methods left all factions fearful. As humanity rapidly expanded and occupied more territory, many concluded that the original universe had entered an entirely new age, the human era. They were relieved that humans showed no hostility toward the powers of Universe Ocean. But they also recognized that humanity could no longer be provoked. With no one daring to venture into the land of darkness, Universe Ocean entered a relatively peaceful period. Most factions turned their attention to the world of Jinn, seeking inheritances and treasures, while the human race continued to prosper and expand. During this peaceful era, Luo Feng visited a planet inhabited by special life forms he had personally created through the creation technique of the endless remote ocean. 6 childlike beings who controlled fire happily greeted him as Father God. Luo Feng treated them with genuine affection, considering them akin to his own children. They had been inspired by Red Child from Earth and possessed extraordinary potential. Though they lacked the ability to reproduce like the race created by 9 Remoteness Master, Luo Feng had designated an entire star sector as their homeland, and these life forms were completely loyal to him, willing to sacrifice themselves without hesitation. As he spent time with them, Xu Xin arrived, and the 6 children immediately ran toward her, joyfully calling her Mother God. While visiting Xu Xin and the 6 life forms he had created, Luo Feng realized that although his creations were powerful, none could reproduce. Xu Xin's comments inspired him to focus on studying reproduction and life structures, believing this would help him break through the bottleneck on the godly power path. Since his life gene level had already reached 60.000 times, most methods from Duan Dong River's inheritance were no longer useful, so he began researching life structures while creating new life forms. Meanwhile, after the United Forces Alliance collapsed and Purple Moon Holy Land retreated, humanity rapidly expanded and occupied half of the original universe. In the world of Jinn, more and more experts obtained machine-type treasures, greatly increasing their strength. In the 7th era, the first true master of the Divine Eye clan challenged Luo Feng, and their battle ended in a draw, with Divine Eye true master having stronger attacks while Luo Feng possessed a superior godly body, defense, and close combat ability. Afterward, the Divine Eye clan became allies of humanity, and Luo Feng's status as the strongest being in Universe Ocean became widely accepted. Humanity continued to grow stronger, with True Yan Knight becoming a Universe Master in the 91st era, and Peng Gong unexpectedly becoming humanity's second true god in the 1.003 Road era. In the 13.000th era, Hong finally advanced to Universe Master, while many other humans made breakthroughs with the guidance of the ancient civilization. After thousands of eras of research, Luo Feng finally created a lifeform capable of reproduction in the 3.402 era. A breakthrough that greatly improved his understanding of life structures and allowed his life gene level to increase from 60.000 times to 69.000 times and later to 72.000 times. By the 39.000th era, Hu Yan Bo had become a universe knight, and the human race possessed over 50,000 universe knights. Later, Babata revealed that Devil Hand Emperor Suo Luo Pu was still alive, prompting Hu Yan Bo to personally hunt him down. And after a pursuit lasting 3 eras, he finally killed him, ending their long-standing grudge. In the 53.000th era, Luo Hai became a universe knight, making him the 3rd universe knight of the Luo family. Though Luo Feng believed this was likely his limit, as neither Luo Hai nor the other talented descendants of the family possessed the extraordinary potential needed to become universe masters without miracles. In the 91.000th era, a true genius named Luo Zhenni emerged from an exiled star. And impressed by his talent, Luo Feng accepted him as his first formal disciple. 200 eras later, Luo Zhenni became a universe knight under Luo Feng's strict guidance. Later, another exceptional genius, Fire Dome, became Luo Feng's 2nd disciple and was viewed as a suitable inheritor of Jia Fanzi's legacy. As humanity benefited from ancient civilization inheritances, increasing numbers of undying beings became universe knights and universe masters, while Darkness Master became humanity's 3rd true god, and Luo Feng continued focusing on researching life creation. In the 9.200.000th era, he successfully created a reproducible human-like race, greatly advancing his understanding of life genes and raising his life gene level to 85.000 times. Humanity continued to grow stronger as Deserted Mirror, Qing Dong, Ice Mountain, and Long Yan successively became true gods, and Fire Dome later achieved an astonishing breakthrough to become the 6th human true god, causing widespread discussion because his teacher, Luo Feng, was still only a universe master. By the 10 billionth era, humanity entered a period of explosive growth, reaching 239 universe masters and 21 true gods. And although other races also advanced rapidly thanks to ancient civilization inheritances, humanity maintained clear superiority due to Luo Feng's resources and influence within the world of Jin. As time passed, growth across Universe Ocean gradually slowed, and in the 1.6 trillionth era, Hong finally became humanity's 23rd true god, while Luo Feng's life gene level had risen to 89.999 times, only one step away from the critical threshold of 90.000 times. Despite remaining a universe master for over a trillion eras, his strength had already surpassed every other expert in Universe Ocean, leading many to wonder how powerful he would become if he ever broke through. In the 1.63 trillionth era, 2 true gods finally joined forces and set out for the Land of Darkness, the nest of the Sector Beasts, as Hong and I Devil God, both equipped with machine-type valuables and exceptionally strong willpower, traveled toward the Land of Darkness but were attacked at its outskirts while traveling in true god spaceships. Meanwhile, Juhe Ocean, originally known as Golden Sand Ocean, had become the residence of Juhe True God after he explored the dangerous region and placed a palace true treasure at its center. Juhe then prepared to host the 7 other supreme beings of Universe Ocean and instructed his subordinates to make arrangements. While the Universe Knights grew excited to witness the gathering of all 8 supreme beings, Divine-Eyed True Master and Bei Kai Star Master arrived first, followed by Skeleton Master and 9-Headed Devil Master, and later 3 more powerful figures arrived: Primal Chaos City Leader, 9 Remoteness True Master, and Milky Way Horde Leader Luo Feng, with Juhe personally welcoming them all. By this time, the balance of power in Universe Ocean had changed dramatically, as the original Universe era had become stronger than the First and Second Universe eras combined because only the original universe could continuously produce true gods, while the 2 Holy Lands had few powerful true gods and were no longer influential. Among the forces in the original universe, humans possessed the most true gods, followed by the Ancestral God School and the Space Beast Alliance. Meanwhile, the Demon Race, Bug Race, and Automaton Race had suffered heavy losses in the world of Jin, losing many elite universe masters and limiting their ability to produce true gods, whereas the Ancestral God School and Space Beast Alliance had suffered no such losses and thus produced many true gods. The Han Alliance, containing numerous races and many true gods, emerged as the greatest potential threat to humanity after the collapse of the United Forces Alliance. And over the past trillion eras, Humans had continuously suppressed these races to maintain control and ensure their dominance. Ultimately, 8 supreme beings were recognized as the strongest entities in Universe Ocean. Divine-eyed True Master of the First Universe Era. Skeleton Master of the Skeleton Race who had become equal in power to him. Beikai Star Master. Juhi True God. 9-Headed Devil Master. 9 Remoteness True Master renowned for his endless divine power. And Primal Chaos City Leader, who had greatly advanced after becoming a true god and benefiting from ancient civilization inheritances obtained through Luo Feng. Milky Way Horde Leader Luo Feng. Universally acknowledged as the strongest being in Universe Ocean despite still being only a Universe Master. Had reached a level where even the highest experts could no longer rival him. A trillion eras earlier, Divine-eyed True Master could still compete with Luo Feng, but now all 7 other supreme beings admitted that Luo Feng could easily defeat any of them. Although he had not yet become a true god, his strength had grown enormously. The 8 supreme beings gathered inside Juhi True God's palace at the center of Golden Sand Ocean, where discussions quickly turned to Hong and I Devil God's expedition to the Land of Darkness. Primal Chaos City Leader explained that both, being illusion experts with strong willpower, had cautiously approached the Land of Darkness but were immediately confronted by 3 sector beasts. While they initially survived within their spaceships, the moment they emerged, the sector beasts unleashed a terrifying invisible soul attack through synchronized roars. Though they resisted, the pain was overwhelming, and when the beasts followed with physical attacks, I Devil God was severely injured, forcing both true gods to retreat. It was emphasized that sector beast soul attacks were extraordinarily powerful. Even those equipped with soul supreme true treasures and exceptional willpower would still suffer immense agony. Their energy attacks were equally terrifying, as sector beast energy fundamentally opposed divine power, rapidly annihilating it while also being consumed in the process. Luo Feng confirmed this observation, noting he had encountered a similar force when battling Great Thunderstar Tower. Because of this unique energy, I Devil God was quickly injured despite possessing a machine-type treasure. And since both he and Hong only had average divine bodies, they could not endure prolonged consumption. Divine-eyed True Master concluded that ordinary true gods stood no chance against sector beasts and questioned how many existed. Beikai Star Master explained that very little was known. Sector beasts were adept at soul attacks, wielded power opposite to divine energy, fought among themselves yet united against external enemies, and would only grow stronger as the end of the Universe Era approached. Realizing the urgency, the leaders of Universe Ocean agreed more intelligence was needed before forming any final plan. Primal Chaos City Leader proposed another expedition, and Luo Feng immediately volunteered to lead it, suggesting a 5-member team consisting of representatives from the First Universe Era, Second Universe Era, 2 from the original Universe Era, and himself. The proposal was unanimously supported, as Luo Feng was considered the most capable of uncovering the truth. His confidence stemmed from possessing multiple bodies, eternal true god-level willpower, immense strength, and the Morosa body, an energy life form without a soul, naturally resistant to soul attacks. After the meeting, he assigned Divine-eyed True Master and Juhi True God to select suitable candidates, while he coordinated additional participants from the Ancestral God School and Space Beast Alliance. Meanwhile, in the Land of Darkness, a heavily wounded sector beast emerged, harboring hatred toward a stronger one named Bei Di and vowing to become the ultimate king. Realizing it could not defeat Bei Di within the nest, it chose to leave and seek strength elsewhere. Remembering recent intrusions, it deemed beings from Universe Ocean easier prey than rival sector beasts and planned to devour them, grow stronger, then return for revenge. Traveling to a vessel where Zhen Jia Emperor and Dragon Rock Ancestral God served the sector beasts, it transformed into a humanoid form and demanded detailed information about Universe Ocean. The two quickly realized its intention to invade and secretly welcomed it, as they still resented Luo Feng after countless eras under his dominance. Zhen Jia Emperor explained that Universe Ocean had grown far stronger due to the emergence of the world of Jin, filled with inheritances, treasures, and cultivation opportunities, and warned that the most dangerous individual was Luo Feng, the Milky Way Horde leader. When the sector beast learned that Luo Feng was only a universe master, it laughed and dismissed him as weak prey. However, Dragon Rock Ancestral God explained that Luo Feng had killed the true god Great Thunderstar Master before the world of Jin appeared. After entering the world of Jin, Luo Feng gained extraordinary opportunities. Reportedly annihilated hundreds of Universe Masters from the United Forces Alliance and Purple Moon Holy Land in an instant. And eventually became recognized as the #1 Master of Universe Ocean. Over a trillion eras, every action he took ended with overwhelming victories. Dragon Rock Ancestral God warned that Luo Feng would become even more terrifying once he became a true god and suggested that killing him would remove the greatest obstacle in Universe Ocean. The Sector Beast, named Morosa, became cautious and engraved Luo Feng's name in his memory. He decided not to confront Luo Feng immediately, intending to strengthen himself first. Morosa regarded Luo Feng as his second greatest rival after Betty, the strongest opponent among the Sector Beasts. He planned to eventually kill Luo Feng, consume everything in Universe Ocean, and then return to challenge Betty. After obtaining detailed information and maps of Universe Ocean from the true gods, Morosa left the Land of Darkness and set out alone into Universe Ocean. Meanwhile, in the primal universe, Luo Feng visited his teacher, Sitting Mountain Guest, who was meditating inside a dying star. Luo Feng explained that the great beings of Universe Ocean had mostly reached their limits, while the Sector Beasts continued growing stronger. So he planned to send his Mosha body with a small team to investigate the Sector Beast's nest and gather information before forming a larger strategy. Sitting Mountain Guest revealed that some information released by the primal universe Origin's willpower through the 3 ancestral gods was false. Particularly the claim that Universe Boat had been created to deal with Sector Beasts. However, he agreed that eliminating Sector Beasts was beneficial, as they were destructive beings capable of consuming miniature universes. He explained that Sector Beasts were among the most noble and terrifying life forms, standing in opposition to the primal universe itself, and that the ultimate survivor among 1 billion Sector Beasts would be unimaginably powerful. However, since many still remained, individual ones were not yet strong enough to wipe out all resistance. Sitting Mountain Guest further revealed that the least threatening target for a Sector Beast was actually the primal universe itself. While miniature universes would provoke fierce retaliation from their owners and allies, the primal universe could not actively attack and could only passively endure consumption. Because its origin was vast and nearly limitless, it was the greatest possible food source for Sector Beasts. This explained why the primal universe Origin's willpower had lied. Its true concern was protecting its own origin rather than the survival of life. To it, the destruction of countless generations of life was insignificant compared to damage to its origin, which might never fully recover. Although it could not directly attack powerful beings who obeyed the fundamental laws, it encouraged them to fight Sector Beasts on its behalf. Sitting Mountain Guest confirmed that Luo Feng was indeed the #1 Master of Universe Ocean and explained that the Origin's willpower intended to use powerful beings as its weapons. He advised Luo Feng not to accept ordinary rewards such as treasures, inheritances, or the release of Origin Teacher, since those cost the Origin's willpower almost nothing. Instead, he suggested asking for the greatest possible reward, allowing his consciousness to merge with the primal universe Origin itself, enabling him to personally witness the destruction and rebirth cycle of the universe, experiencing both its collapse and its renaissance firsthand. Luo Feng was astonished by this extraordinary possibility.